Howdy, howdy. Welcome back to another week in my 3D print farm. It's Tuesday, and yeah, we've been getting started and working towards getting some more things printed. We ended up deciding that on the weeks that we don't have any plans, we're going to be keeping up with that farmer's market. It's not much coming in compared to some other things, but it's not really a waste of our time, and it may result in future leads, etc., etc. So yeah, I've been my focus for this week is actually on new products. I recently just subscribed to a couple new individuals, Layers in Green. That's one of their items right there that I'm going to be printing and selling. They more focus on more cutesy things, things that my girls are going absolutely crazy for. This right here is one of the items that we did. This is a frog. I call it a trinket tray, but it's essentially where you throw whatever you want in it. This one, as you can see, I'm missing the eye because it's printed individually and glued. Unfortunately, the eye didn't print right, so I'm reprinting it. The other individual that I've subscribed to is I Imagina 3D over on Patreon. His focus is mostly on the articulated birds, and really, this was the main one that drew me in. It's kind of like a barn owl. I think it's really cool. Just the way it articulates. It's also very flexible, so it'll stay into position and such. So he's got a few birds that I'm interested in printing, given to individuals that I know, as well as selling them on my shop and at the fairs. So yeah, those are the barn owls. I also printed it in white, kind of like a snow owl, if you will. The other one that I'm printing today is the cardinals. There's a lot of individuals who have actually, or I had a couple individuals who asked for cardinals, and so I figured I'd go ahead and post them up there and kind of go. And then I think the final one I'm going to look at is going to be either the bald eagle or the phoenix. I'm probably going to get about 3, maybe 4, we'll see, of his items on the shop, and we'll see how they kind of pan out. So I've already had, I don't know, I think I'm going to do a review in the next couple weeks on my printers. I've had them for a bit, but I keep having some issues with them, so I think I'm going to go over a detailed review about my thoughts are on it. This one right here, I had an issue printing some T-Rexes. As you can see, it was stopped midway through, where the filament went in and jammed. I started trying to see about getting that filament out, have yet to have been able to pull it out. I think what I'm going to have to do is, don't know if you can see it, pop the top right there to be able to pull it out, and then I'll use this as a backup. The way I got it up and running is the other week I had actually ordered a replacement. It's only $4 or $5, so it's not too much. Not to justify it, but you know, it's not end of the world. So I went ahead and replaced it for now, just that way it's up and running, and when I have some time I'm going to pull the other one out so I have it as a backup. As far as what I'm printing on this printer, actually this is from Layers in Green. It's their Flexi Bigfoots that they have. I'm just doing it in a basic Bigfoot-ish color. I'm doing it in 3 different sizes, although a small size might be a little too small to really be worthwhile, but I'll see once it's done. And over on the Mini, I'm doing another Flexi by Layers in Green. This is, I think it's called the Oomba Koomba or something is what she named it. I don't know. It looked kind of like a Yeti. So, but what I can do with this one is, because the eyes and everything actually has separate files and I can just glue it like that frog, I can actually print it on my Mini, even though I don't have the multicolor system. That way it can you know, glue it and turn it into a multicolor. That way I have more options, because I definitely, I mean, I don't mind doing things like this where it rolls, but I think it just really pops even if it's just the eye colors, just that little difference. So that's kind of what my focus is on this week, just expanding the amount of items from both those individuals, prepping for the fair. Oh, and I think, well, it's not definitive yet, but there's a chance that on Wednesday or Thursday we might possibly be doing a Facebook Live event. My wife's really been looking into that. We might be setting up this table as well as another table beside and kind of posting out the products and kind of just keeping it there. I'll let you guys know if that's, well, actually, I guess if it would have been this week, you guys would have seen it by the time you see this video. But if it's the following week, I'll let you guys know if we decide to end up doing that and kind of go from there. Yeah, I'll touch base with you guys later on this week. I figured I'd show you the table that I have for the farmer's market for Gastonia. Just set it up. We're only able to do 2 tables, and it's a little tight, but yeah, here we go. Howdy, howdy. It's Saturday. Figured I'd give a end of the week recap and talk about how I did at the farmer's market for this week. This is everything I've left after the farmer's market, which is kind of what I'd expect. You know, they're not as much as the festivals that I've done, but overall I still sold a decent amount at it. I'll go over those numbers in just a minute. As far as what I'm printing right now, this is a custom order that I have for someone. Oh, looks like it's actually just finishing. It's for a, I think it's called Battle Tech. It's a dice tower for it. It's just a RPG game. He custom picked out the filament color, which I actually really like, so I think I'm going to be adding it to my list. And yeah, he's just paying me for it. It was about a 20-hour print, but turned out pretty good. The other one that I just pulled off the P1S is a, oops, it's in here nice and good, is a adult size cat dragon with the, the large size cat dragon with the large dragon scale egg. So I'm going to be packing that up for an order. Orders for the week, I have had about 6 items sold, and it was about $120 if I factor in that custom order as well. So that wasn't too bad for this week. As far as the farmer's market is concerned, I made, let's see, it was about $60 in credit card transactions through my Square system, and the rest were from, or the rest was cash, and I brought in about 320. Just actually pretty good for the farmer's market. I was out there just for 5 hours, so it's not too bad. Yeah, so I think right now I'm going to be keeping up with the farmer's markets until when I don't have any festivals planned, just because it's so short. It ends at like right around 12, so I can still do stuff in the day. And it's a little bit of extra pocket money. So yeah, that's our sales for the week. So I guess that puts us at a total of $500 for the week. Not too shabby. As for new items that I've been printing, I've actually recently been printing for a new Things membership that I picked up, which is called Layers in Green. And she has some really interesting and cute designs. It's definitely more on the cutesy side. Like this is a Bigfoot. I recently started, I started printing a bunch of their stuff because I got a bunch of girls in my house and they really love some of the styles. And I figured, I love the dragons. The dragons definitely do sell good, but I want to have more variety. And so I found this individual. They have a bunch of different animals and such. As you see over here in this bag, we also have some Triceratops and some little other mini dinos as well that we colored. Right here we have I think it's called a cat yeti, and a little cow that's colored that I've done. Actually, out of those cows, I had printed like 9 of them. I actually sold all but 1 of them, so that's pretty good for the fair. Otherwise at the fair, the birds that I just started printing from I Imagine 3D. these, I sold some of the smaller versions of the birds. So in here I have, I don't remember if I ever showed them, I have the cardinals, which I have the red cardinal, and the male cardinal, which is the red one, and the female cardinal, which is the brown one. And I also have the snow owls and the barn owls. So I sold a couple of the smaller sized ones, none of the big ones. Some mystery eggs. I only brought about 5 of them, which I guess I need to pack some more. I did these mystery eggs for about $20. They were filled with, for the most part, a tattling and 4 or 5 other items. Typically something like the size of these frogs, and like 2 of those, and then a few of the mini items and such. I made sure that the value-wise put it right at about the $20. I didn't want to jip people. So I sold 4 out of the 5 of those, and I did, I think, 3 packing eggs. So that was pretty good. Normally I do a lot of those when it comes to the festivals, but that was at the farmer's market, it actually turned out pretty good. I'm not going to be doing another farmer's market for another 3 weeks just because of other plans on the weekends, but yeah, so that's going to be my plan for the next little bit. I don't have another festival lined up until August. I think it's even then, the end of August. So that's going to be the plan all the way up until then. It's just do these farmers markets, and even so I might just do some of those the farmers markets in between stuff as well. All right, so this print just finished. Got an interesting color. I've never seen a striped color. This is the one that he specifically requested, and he bought the filament for it, and so he got a discount on pretty much just having just the time and use of my printer. But he actually paid for it, and it's a striped one to where it actually just changes between the 2 colors. I've seen the rainbow ones before, but never the ones that just change between 2 colors. So that was pretty interesting. It's a pretty straightforward print. I'm hoping he'll enjoy it. I'm going to be sending him some pictures here shortly. Otherwise for me, you may have noticed I didn't mention anything about the Facebook Live. I know I had mentioned us possibly doing it. However, when we went to actually go do it, come to find out that we didn't realize this, Facebook requires 100 followers. So we have not been very active. My wife has done a few things on the Facebook, but hasn't been overly active on the Facebook. So, she's working on that now to get us up to 100 followers so we can do some Facebook Live videos and such. So if you are interested in supporting us there, I would appreciate you following us on Facebook. I have a link in the description, and also have it on my Etsy page as well. Past that, next week I'm going to keep working on new items. We actually posted, I think, 10 or 12 new items in the past week or so. So we're on our way to try to get to 100 items on the Etsy store. We're up to about 75. So that's what we're going to keep doing. Oh, and I guess I'll point out this. As far as the whole Etsy thing's concerned, after I've really kind of talked to some individuals, done some research, and, really thought about it, I'm going to keep doing Etsy for now. The general consensus that I'm seeing out of a lot of individuals is that they are, really just using this as a way to buckle down on drop shipping, as well as a easy way in the event of a DMCA. I am making sure that all of my pictures are very unique. I'm using unique colors for all of mine when I'm posting them on Etsy. I am going to look at changing to a Shopify site, but I'm trying to make it through the summer, just because during the summer my wife doesn't work, so I don't want to experiment with something new, and kind of spend some extra money advertising that and all that stuff before then. But if anyone else has done anything and they've kind of changed what they're doing on Etsy, I'd appreciate any feedback for any of that. And I guess I'll give one last little comment. I know I've been having some issues with this printer. And I'm happy to say, after I replaced this Toolhead, I don't even remember if it's called the Toolhead, but I'm calling it the Toolhead. Ever since I've replaced this thing has been working golden. I'm not sure what's going on. I have taken the tubes, looked them over. They're looking good. I did replace one tube just because it looked a little bit rough, but they've all been looking good. So far things are going good there. And yeah, let's just, here's to hoping everything stays good. All right, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe. And I appreciate any comments or feedback that you guys give. Thank you.